Hello everyone, this is PNG Tonight. I'm John Higgins. In this program, Papua New Guinea's number one salesman, the Prime Minister, gives an overview of the country to the visiting heads of state and government for the ACP summit in Port Moresby. Also, Acting Chief Justice Gibbs Salika speaks on the rights of bail for those accused, and telecommunication links to the once isolated corners of Teleforman. Climate change, poverty reduction and gender equality were the thrust of issues today at the ACP summit in Port Moresby. Before that, the visiting heads of state and governments of Africa, Caribbean and Pacific were given an overview of Papua New Guinea, the country, its people and cultures. Peter O'Neill opened the 8th ACP summit at the International Convention Centre in Port Moresby. Jaheb Akia reports.
According to the head of the country, this is one of the most representative events held on PNG shores. In his welcome statement, Mr. O'Neill firstly gave an overview of Papua New Guinea, its population, ethnicities, cultural identities, and other general information about the country.
Papua New Guinea has a very rich and cultural diversity, a land of almost 1,000 different tribes. We have within our borders around 1/3 of the world's known languages, around 800 different distinct languages. We have a very robust parliamentary democracy with a single chamber elected by the people every 5 years. The next elections will be held within 10 months. Like many of you, we also enjoy elections, and it gives us an opportunity to go and spend time with our people.
On the country's international perspective, Mr. O'Neill said PNG faces many of the same challenges faced by ACP nations. Touching climate change, the Prime Minister encouraged ACP leaders to demand the international community to act in climate change-related matters. He pointed out the fact that countries from the ACP bloc are the most vulnerable from climate change effects.
Of course, we have also experienced unusually high levels of rainfall. Island nations in our region, such as Fiji and Vanuatu, have experienced in the last couple of years multiple devastating cyclones. In our region, it is long established that climate patterns have undergone dramatic change, often having very disastrous consequences for our coastal communities and, of course, inland areas alike. International progress on addressing climate change has been too slow. We must insist that the Paris Agreement of 2015 is fully implemented.
Mr. O'Neill said the empowerment of women and reduction of poverty should also be on top of the new ACP agenda. He wanted the summit to find ways where women can be empowered and how their participation both socially and economically can be encouraged. Poverty reduction-wise, the Prime Minister suggested agriculture as an alternative, saying the increase in production would create economic opportunities, thus minimizing poverty.
The challenge of reducing poverty, one that has been faced by many of the ACP countries. We believe that encouraging small to medium enterprises owned and operated by our own people is vital to lifting standards of living and, of course, producing income and opportunities for them. It also means rebuilding and expanding on agricultural production, focusing on many of the unique opportunities that we have in our respective countries. The challenge is not only to meet food security, but to maximize the opportunities that we have in meeting the needs of the other countries within the region. The overall theme of this summit, again, is about repositioning ACP Group to addressing the challenges of sustainable development. This is very highly relevant to Papua New Guinea and many of the Pacific Island countries, and of course, many of the members of the ACP Group.
He also highlighted the fact that there is lack of trade amongst ACP nations, and this should be seriously looked at. The ACP leaders held closed-door meetings between members to deliberate on some of these issues and many other important agendas with the goal of creating better outcomes for member states. There will also be other meetings tomorrow before the summit ends.
Jehebak here, reporting there. After the break, the launch of a book on the rights of bail for those accused.